Welcome to the second video in our series, Recreating a Lead Goddess. So we learned quite a lot in our first video. Let me just stick that over there. We learned that you need to use landscape when you're videoing on your phone. Apart from that, the video quality on the phone is pretty good. So sorry about that. I didn't want to re-record, you know. Also learned that a low down camera angle, that's not a good thing either. You don't want to see up my nose. Also, the video is too long, 22 minutes, nobody's going to watch that. So hopefully this one will be 12 minutes if I'm lucky. Which brings me to the next thing, which is video editing. God, that's difficult. Even using something simple like Windows iMovie, very, very difficult. So, Movie Maker, sorry, couldn't get iMovie, didn't have the right version. Anyway, so I've got Adobe Premiere this time. That's even harder, but hopefully it should be easier to get a decent result. So as far as the lead is concerned, things that we learnt, it uses a hell of a lot of lead. We didn't have enough. So I had to call in some reinforcements. My brother sent me some lead, thank you Phil. And now I've definitely got enough. And it's very, very heavy. It's 5 kilos. Lifting 5 kilos in this little pan isn't easy. So I'm probably going to have to sort something out on that. Yeah, apart from that, the mould is holding up really good. So let's get stuck in and I'll show you how I got on. There's a few, I guess you'd call it a fail. So what's in this video? So we're going to do another pour with more lead. I'm going to try and heat up the mould a bit hotter, see if I can get rid of that layering, and also heat my lead up a bit hotter as well. I'm going to use gas this time because the fire, although it's good fun and melts it pretty quickly, is not as accurate and it's a bit messy. Enjoy. So our new lead, or our new old lead, thanks Phil, is just going to be starting to melt shortly. You may notice that I'm using gas this time, trying to get a bit modern. It's good fun doing it with a bit of wood, but it's a bit messy, so we're going to use gas this time. Come back to you in a moment when it's ready for action. The other Okay, here it goes. Lead is starting to melt. I don't know if you can see that. Here we go. Look at that. See that? How cool is that? Maybe I should just do this bit to music. Okay, so that was a fail. However, the mould itself has come out reasonably well. But look at all of this extra lead. I just had too much, I think. So I'm probably going to weigh it out next time. Got a bit of weird stuff in my mould, but I'll let that cool down before we have a proper look. But yeah, not quite sure what happened there. Okay, so I've just done a much more successful pour. I had to do it off camera because it's a two-man job, or a two-handed job. The lead is still hot and still bubbling in there, so I'm basically going to go away and leave that for half an hour. Hopefully a bit more successful. Looking better this time. At least the proportions are about correct. God, that's hot. I don't think I can do it yet. I think it's still too hot. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I've got it up on the bench, ready for the big reveal. It's still fairly hot, but I've flipped it over. Hey, that looks pretty good. A little bit of graininess there. Yeah, I reckon I'm happy with that. Let's see if we can turn it over. No, it's still too hot for me to turn over. So the next step is to try and get some patina on that using this stuff. So hopefully we can make that look a little bit older. Notice a bit of graining here, so we may go for another melt. I don't know. I'm a bit of a melt. Who knows? Okay, so I've realised that the layering I'm getting here under the chin is actually in the mould. I'm not sure if you can see that there. If you can. And so I'm not going to get rid of that by different temperatures. It's actually in the mould, so it's either got to try and fill that, which I'm not going to attempt, or live with it until I make my next mould. Okay, so we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. This is the original lady, and this is my new lady. There's a little bit of something weird going on the forehead, but I have noticed that, I don't know if you can see that, but the lines that I thought were lead cooling are actually on the original. So not my bad, someone else's bad. Okay, that's the end of that video. Thank you very much. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. End result, pretty good. In the next video, third and final part of this series, I think, we're going to try and give this a bit of a patina, or patina, or funky cold patina, as Seb calls it, and see if we can make this thing look a bit more like the original, which I can't show you because it's holding up my camera. But yeah, generally pretty pleased with that. Not quite sure it's ready for sale. We'll see how we go. I've got a bit of trimming up to be done on the back, which I can probably do with a sharp knife. Apart from that, yeah, good. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all of that stuff, and tell your friends. Cheers.